tonight. Let's do it, guys. Yo, what time is it? It's like 4:40 in the morning, and I'm like somewhere between a little bit tipsy and half asleep. But I thought it'd be really important to wake up and update you guys because I need everybody to know what I know, because I genuinely believe that there's going to be a really good opportunity for us to make some decisions really soon. So let's see what we can do. Okay, let's get into it, guys. I'm just gonna give people a few minutes. I'm sorry, it's like it's literally 4:40 in the morning right now. I'm about, fuck, man, like I was trying to lie to you guys. I was genuinely like trying to lie to you guys and be like, yeah, it's 4:40 in the morning. I just woke up because I really care a lot about you guys, like watching this live stream and updating you guys. But the truth is, like, I'm just like 10 shots into gin right now. I'm still awake. I'm like, I wish I had some cocaine right now, but there's none. But but I got you guys instead. So let's update you guys. So we're gonna like, fucking, this is why they don't monetize me. This is why I don't make any money off of YouTube, because I say shit like this. Let's go into it. So guys, Rick, so welcome to the motherfucking crypto show at 5 in the morning right now with your boy Philakone Crypto. The only guy that has never grown his YouTube channel or Twitter over 8 years in crypto because he just doesn't give a fuck. No, okay, let's get into it. But okay. So right now, the reason why I'm updating you guys is because and yes, there's gonna be a $1,000 giveaway at the end of this channel, or at the end of this stream. It's gonna be in USDT, and I'm gonna send it live. Yeah, it's just $1,000. Like, when you think about it, in real life perspective, like $1,000 is about, it's not, like $1,000 is about, is about 2 hookers for about 4 hours, or a little bit of cocaine, like a little bit more than maybe a quarter of an ounce to like, a good half an ounce of really good shit. But I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, like, enough with the jokes. You know what, guys? If I make another joke tonight that's unrelated to the video tonight, whoever calls me out, I'll give you 1 Bitcoin. That's gonna hold me accountable to like be on the page of just sticking to crypto tonight, okay? And also, there's a really good chance that I'm gonna enter a pretty, like, I'm gonna probably enter like $1 million long position in front of you guys tonight. So yeah, that's probably gonna happen. That's why I'm streaming as well. And we're gonna talk about it. Like, despite me being retarded tonight, guys, I'm sorry if that offends any people that are retarded, but we're gonna try to decide how much to enter along with, if we enter along, and if it's worth the risk. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the scenarios about what's going on right now with Bitcoin in these particular, like, right now. Okay, so this is a really critical moment because it's going to define either entering a position and making a really large profit. Like, it could happen, right? So we're going to talk about what could happen here. So I'm going to show you guys, like, I've been taking some trades. Anybody that's been following me, I think that you would all know that I'm always in a, like, I'm in a massive profit always. So if you guys, like, this is my Binance. My last trade was 13K, 1.6K, like, I don't really lose much. So I'm gonna give you guys the best advice that I can, and we're gonna do a really good giveaway after. Okay, so I'm in a really large short right now that's up about 135K, on top of a lot of other positions that I've taken throughout the year already. So we're up a really good amount. This past 30 days, we're up just 60K day trading. Over the past, basically, the whole year, we're up over 400K in some really big shorts. So I'm trying to invite you guys to come here tonight. And to be quite honest, I don't give a fuck if I was drinking a little bit tonight. I'm not monetized. my instincts and my spirit, it speaks true from where I stand. And I really believe that there's another opportunity to catch. So take it for face value for what it is, right? Like, I'm not here to monetize you guys. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. I'm not like those fucking, like, hey, you know what? YouTube cancel me. Like, I'm not like those fags like, Alex Becker or Coin Bureau and Brian Jung and those kind of guys. So take it for how it is, right? Like, I don't need 1 million followers to make millions off of my followers, right? So take it for how it is. So right now, this is a really important pinpoint right now. The last trade we took was right there. And the one we took before that was the bull trap that we took above this region over here. That proved to be true every single time that we've seen it, right? You guys see that? That's the big short that we took with the bull trap above that region. So what we're waiting for right now is basically one more bounce above this bull trapped region. Okay, so you guys need to remember this number. This number is 73,881. Why is it important? It's important because right here, March 13th, okay, right here, this March 13th high in 2024, it caused like a 7-month resistance, which caused like a super horrendous type of correction. So right now, what everybody wants is a bull trap one more time above here. Now, it's not guaranteed that it's going to get there, but there's a chance. So when we take a look at the perspective of where we are right now, what do you guys see? You see the perspective of a really beautiful channel, right? You guys all see that. But at this channel, the reason why I'm up like at 5 in the morning right now is because of this alert, right? This alert ended up waking me up. And now I'm in this predicament of deciding if it's worth the risk to enter a massive long. So now that we know this daily chart holds a significant channel, we have to evaluate if it's going to bounce. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, my camera was off place. There, that should be a little bit better. So we have to evaluate right here if it's going to bounce up or down. Okay, so let's talk about the different scenarios of how this could be approached from the perspective of risk and probabilities. So it's pretty clear right now that this higher low is in place. So I've got a pretty reasonable amount of capital right now ready to put into the market. So I don't keep a huge amount, but right now I've got about, I keep less than $100,000 in my Binance in the bear market. But of course, this can be leveraged pretty high. And I'm also in a huge short position right now that's up over 130K. So let's talk about it from the perspective of, like, I hope you guys are fucking patient, okay? The reason why nobody will see any huge amount of money is because you'll hear a guy like me talking that might be interesting for like a minute. Like, I have the attention span of you guys for probably like less than 2-3 minutes. You guys will get bored. So, most people will fuck off. But the people that actually stick around, they're going to be like, all right, I put in more work than the guys that fucked around. This guy made a significant amount of money in the market. Maybe I should stick around for a little bit instead of being a lazy fuck, right? But that's the truth, right? So if you guys want to stick around, you're probably going to make a shit ton of money from this trade. But if you don't, hey, it's up to you. And there's a giveaway at the end. And I promise you guys, I'm not going to talk about selling or promoting anything in my group one fucking time. I'm here at literally 5 in the morning for you guys. So pay attention, okay? Because there could be a massive opportunity, and many people downplay these kind of situations where they might not understand the gravity of the situation of where the market is trending. But once you understand it, it could be a huge opportunity. So what we're seeing right now is obviously a higher low. And look at this, like you know, the daily is forming right now, and usually, like, look what we get. I'm sure that we're all capable of counting, right? Up to 4 at least. 1, right? That's 1 right there. Look, let's count again. Okay, there's 2 right here. Oh, sorry. It's just me. Fuck, there's the magnet. Sorry. 2 right here, right, guys? You're counting 3, 4. Wow, there's 4 red candles, and then there's a green one right after that, right? So there's a green right after that. And if you kind of look in general, the patterns stay the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of downtrending candles, and then a little bit of a rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, a little bit of rally. 1, 2, 3, 4, big rally. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what the fucking common number is? Guess what, guys? It's actually 4. Yeah, if you count it right, it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last red one. Also at the lower high. Maybe there's a chance to bounce. So whenever we get these opportunities to bounce, we say to ourselves, well, what is the probability of it bouncing? And is it actually worth our risk to bounce? So I want you guys to know right now that I'm going to leverage like about probably times 5. I have a lot in my spot right now. This is just my futures account. I have 100K in my futures account. I'll move more. And if the conditions go right in this live stream, I may end up longing about $1 million. And I'm going to justify why the long is made. Also, know my reputation, guys. Like I'm in a fucking massive long streak. It's not luck. It's not like, you know, it's not like I'm fucking, you know, one of those Hollywood celebrities that are sacrificing my soul to the devil and drinking baby's blood just to be successful in crypto. It's not like that, right? So there's going to be some educated guesses. So when you look at the channel right now, maybe it's going to bounce, right? So we're going to figure out right here what we could do if it bounces or if it doesn't. Does that make sense? Like, you're here because you know what the fuck could happen or not happen here. I mean, if it bounces, you're probably going to make a shit ton of money. But you know, most people, they have that, they don't know whether they should long here or not, right? It makes sense. Like, you're probably in a short from, like, most people are probably in a short from up there. And you're like, should I take my profit from the short? And then the people that might be in a short, they're also going to be like, should I hedge my long position, my short position to long here? And the people that are doing nothing, they're going to be like, should I end up longing here, right? And the people that are long, that are short here, they're like, maybe I should ride it and maybe I should add here, right? So you guys are all in that same situation right now. You all see this pattern, but where the mistake is made is like, what do you do right there? How do you make, you know, like, you know, $13,000, you know, like profits here, like this one? Like, how do you make big profits and ride it with the most minimal risk? I think anybody in the Discord group, they're gonna agree with me and be like, Philakone's barely there, but when he's there, it's probably worth it to listen because, you know, his striking rate is a lot higher than most people, right? Like, you don't make these kind of profits by just guessing. It's like, you know, there's got to be a little bit of work put into it, right? So every time you come to a crossroad, it's going to be, what the fuck do I do here? Like, is it worth my money? So you look at it from the perspective of something such as like a newer trader with a little bit of money that needs to make money, and that's his priority. That somebody there might leverage way more than he should, so they'll take on more risk and lose a lot of money. But let's say you were an experienced trader. Would you risk stupid amounts with high leverage to make a little bit, right? So it's going to also come down to your experience and what kind of risk level you have in the market. So it's really important to identify what kind of person you are, and also ask yourself what kind of balls you have, right? Like just as an example, some people are the kind of people that will go to the casino with like $10,000 and they're gonna be like, yeah, let's do it. Like fucking one hand, or like, you know, one round of roulette, you know, black or red, everything on motherfucking red, you know, $10,000, go big or go home. Like, I'm not like that. I'm more like, and neither should you. It should be more like, take it from the perspective of a few gambles here and there, rather than one big hand to win one big, you know, lottery ticket where statistically everybody goes broke after winning a lottery. You know what I mean? That makes a lot more sense. So, holy fuck. Sorry guys, I'm just reading the comments. I'll like, if you guys ask any comment, I'll answer anything you guys have tonight. Okay, so let's talk about the people that like to, you know, like fuck without a condom. You know, for you guys out there, I'm probably gonna delete this video because whenever you talk like this on YouTube usually bans you. So let's talk about the people that like to, you know, like you like it fucking you know, like the Sahara Desert, like dry as fuck. But let's go, guys. Let's take on a little bit of risk. So for the people that want to take on risk, you're gonna come from two different categories. So think about it, okay? So who are the people? Like, you have to think about this, guys. Like, this game is not about how smart you are. It's not about how smart you are at all. It's about how you understand other people's behaviors at certain points, right? So let's talk about this price point right here. And let's talk about the different scenarios of what people can do and what the positions they are in. So there's going to be obviously two people. There's going to be two categories of people. One is where they're in a, actually three. One, they're in no position, right? They're in no position at all. Probably the best position to be in, because then you get to make the best choices for short term. And then the other category is going to be the people that are like, actually there's a lot more than three categories. So I'm in this category where there's a short position from way up, right? And then there's also other positions where they're in no position, right? I said that earlier. So they're trying to make a decision of what to do now, right? And then there's the position of people that are trying to long as well, right? Trying to long as well. And then there's going to be positions of people that are hedging against their other positions as well. So there's so many fucking positions that other people can be in. So depending on the position that you want to be in, it's also going to depend on the position that you're in right now, right? So let's just say that I'm not in a position right now. So, and let's just say that this guy ended up breaking right here. Wouldn't it make sense to short it? And then you would be like, why would I short it if it breaks right now, right? So then what you would look at is, you would see that every time a structure ends up breaking, guys, like right here, you short it, and then it never actually stops in any way over here, right? It actually bypasses it every time and just flies down. And this is this year only. So what if you went back and saw the same thing back in like 2022, and you actually see the exact same thing? You're seeing that this guy here is breaking down, and it doesn't respect these support levels in any way. It just keeps going further, right? So this is answering your question of, should I short it if it breaks to the downside? So if for some reason this ends up breaking to the downside, where maybe the lower high, or sorry, the higher low is breaking, because every year it's proven the same thing, you would probably want to adapt some sort of continuation pattern to short, right? You've seen it every single year so far. I just showed you the last two and it proved to be right. So why would you even hesitate? Like, really, the reason why sometimes people may not make the most profit that they want, even if they followed like a guru, is because of execution, because of lack of confidence, right? But if you understood the confidence to short this, it'd be like, motherfucker, guys, this shit here trended for like 2 months. It broke the higher low. Short the fucker, you'll win, right? You see that it happened in 2026, but you're like, that's not enough confidence. I got to go back. I need more confidence. That you're going to be like, oh yeah, it happened the same thing in 2022. So why would I be betrayed now? It'd be like, you know what? I fucking love my lady. You know, she's the most reliable person in the world. Like, so trustworthy, everything. She's like a bear market, bro. She's like a bear market where the bear market's done everything predictable and you could just see exactly what it's going to do. So why the fuck would I not trust this bear market? Why would I not trust my lady? You know what I mean? I'm going to trust her until the day I die, until she betrays me. I'm going to trust the bear market until the day it changes. Because every time it's been the same thing. And we're like entering multi-million-dollar shorts and we're winning like literally every fucking time. Like, guys, like how stupid is it that you win something like $325 fucking $1,000? Like, how stupid is it? And then you're like, oh, how did I do that? And then we're like, oh, well, like look how stupid this sound, guys. Like, we're like, oh, okay, well, the last bear market right here, it made a higher low, and then it like, you know, it swept the resistance, and then it like bull trapped above here, and then it came down, right? It bull trapped above there, and then it came down in 2022. And then we're like, okay, let's do the same thing. Like, we're not retarded. I'm sorry to all the people that are sensitive to the word retarded. We're like, oh, you know what? It fucking bull trapped above there. Why don't we just fucking short it again? Right? So it's like, all right, it's doing the same thing. So, you know, so here, it's doing the same shit, guys. This right here is another consolidation pattern that's going to be equal to something like maybe here, or even here, or even this structure, right? Nothing is different, guys. Nothing. So you got to ask yourself, like, what kind of risks do I want to take? But here, do I long it? No. Like, I don't think you should. I don't think you should be that greedy to look at the short-term gains. Like, maybe if you were in my position where you're like up there in a short, you might want to hedge a little bit for fucks and giggles. But if you're not in a like huge short from the top, no, don't even bother. Don't be greedy. You want to trade with the trend. So if the trend is down, why do you want to take a scalp that's a short-term long and then a big short after? No, like reduce your exposure in the market, in the bear market. Like, there's no point of taking on excessive trades. There's better trades to come. Even though this could bounce, it doesn't mean that I should do it. You know what I mean? Just because your fucking lady's best friend wants to smash you doesn't mean you probably should take advantage of that situation, despite how flattering it could be, right? You know, you might want to reduce some of that risk of yours. Why be overly exposed? Maybe if you haven't taken on a lot of trades this year already, then it might be worthwhile to take on a small risk. But if you're like balls deep this year already and losing a tremendous amount, you have to evaluate it from the perspective of how behind am I this year and how much risk have I actually taken on already. Like, you don't want to take on this, like me, I can take it on, but maybe you can't. So whenever people ask stupid questions, like, I'm sorry for saying it's stupid, but whenever people say things like where's my stop loss? It's like, your stop loss, bro, is going to be different than my stop loss. Why? Because you might have leveraged 10x, whereas me, I might have leveraged 1x. And you're going to get liquidated, whereas me, I can add another fucking like $1 million, you know, times 10. So everybody's, hold on, am I live, DK? I'm live, right, guys? Am I not live? Oh no, I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. Is better to long now? Probably the NVIDIA fractal in the making. Bro, like, man, I'm gonna get into this for you guys, okay? Like, are we, I don't think we should get into the dynamics of the fundamentals of this right now. It's gonna be mind-blowingly fucked up, guys, if we get into this. So, I think we all know that the world is not ran by the people that we think are in control. And if we think that the people that are in control are actually running it, I don't think that they are at all, right? It'd be very naive. And I also want to say firmly that if you actually fucking believe that that the Americans went to the moon in 1969, you're on another fucking level of stupidity. So because of like saying something like that, I'm also going to say to you that, like, you know, to answer you know, some questions like that, it like, we probably won't get into the politics too much or the fundamentals, but a coin like NVIDIA is most likely at a top right now. Actually, not only coins like NVIDIA, but that sector in general, okay, basically hardware advancement for AI is going to be at a standpoint for a very long time. And right now, I think it's one of those situations where if anybody decides to, like retail investors, if they decide to invest in this sector right now, they are the largest lagging indicator, right? They have access to the largest lagging indicator. And I don't think that the market's going to go anywhere where people project it to be anytime soon. To be quite honest, from fundamental factors, the market's very bearish right now. And I would personally strongly advise generally for people to be risk off or risk adverse for the next 3 or 4 months at least, right? This war is going to have a very devastating impact on, first of all, how the oil is going to be valued now that it's not sanctioned, and in what currency, and especially how the Gulf countries are going to be regulated through which country. Is it going to be through the Americans, which it probably won't be? Most likely it's going to be regulated through Iran, which is going to dictate a new world power in some way, because once Israel is removed from the Gulf countries, America won't have a presence anymore. And because of the unsanctioned oil, it's going to be bought in a different currency. So because of that, the Gulf, the GCC, right? The Gulf countries or the Gulf states are not going to have that type of currency anymore to reinvest back into the American economy, because the oil was valued at the petrodollar. But once that ends up getting depegged or valued or sold at the yuan or some other currency, America will have no say whatsoever in a year or two in this region anymore. Trust me when I say countries like the Gulf countries and Iran, we come to an agreement that we don't fucking need the Americans here in any way. They're more than sufficient with the oil reserves that they have. They don't need us. Russia is also very independent as well. The only country that fucking needs oil right now is basically the Europeans and China, which is very, very dependent on agreements with oil producing countries, right? So right now, I'm not going to get too deep into it, but I promise you that if you go into a deeper rabbit hole, that the war is not producing short-term positive effects for the crypto markets right now, and there's only going to be massive lashbacks and drawbacks and withdrawal from the economy and risk off from these massive institutions for the next maybe 3 to 6 months, which will actually end up leading into the bull market for October. That's what I believe. And like any war, eventually it will become profitable in the longer term or medium term, but not the short term. So right now it's a great time to be risk off rather than absorbing any type of risk or exposure. So I think that right now Bitcoin is coming to a major conclusion right here, and the truth is there are going to be a tremendous amount of people that will try to long it on top of the people that are in a short right now. So this decision to either long or short, it's really impossible to say because it's going to stem from the fact of where everyone else is right now. But from where I am in a short position, I hate to say this, but please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. It's not financial advice, but because of my short position from up here, it's in my best interest to also take a long with a fairly reasonable percentage of the position size of the short here. So it would be in my best interest to hedge against my short position. But that's me because I'm in I nailed the top, right? So yeah, so if I lose the long and we go down, that's fine, right? But if I win the long and I lose the short ends up allowing me an opportunity to DCA more. So the best way to visually represent it is to talk about using risk to rewards like this. So let's say my original position was around, like 82K or something like that. And I'm targeting, for example, 55K, right? Right here, that's a pretty good risk to reward, right? That's a really good risk to reward. Holy, what did I? Oh, okay, 55K. I was surprised for a second. I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking like, what the fuck is that? Like 55. Anyways, so you see here, right? This is a pretty good risk to reward, like 2.7, 2.8. Perfect. So then if you, right? So if you go into a long position from where it is here, and I'll extend it, it'd be something like that. And then you would also target maybe 78K, and you'd also end up targeting a break of the channel. So the RR becomes here, right? So then you have an opportunity to win a long, but as the long wins, sometimes the short will be in a loss before it comes into a win. But the worst situation is this, where the long wins and then the short does not win. So the long is a hedge to make up for the loss of the short, but it's only minuscule because the short ends up losing in a drastic way, right? So that doesn't really work out sometimes. So I think that the best advice I can give for people not in a trade right now is this. Don't enter a short now. No, don't enter it. Ignore everything for now. Set your alerts. Wait for a break of the lower high. Oh, sorry, the higher low, but only on the daily. Okay, only on the daily. If it breaks, this whole structure won't give a fuck. Why would that ignore? Okay, why if it breaks? So you would let it break and then you would like wait for a continuation and short it down, right? So none of this would hold. It won't care. It'll ignore it and probably go to 55K. Why do I say that? Because it's happened every time. It never cares about the previous structure, right? You can see it. It doesn't care. Because this yellow line is part of the higher low of the entire structure. And when the higher low breaks, everything breaks, right? It happens every single year. So this is back in like 2022, the same shit happens, right? So you see that like here, the higher low breaks, it doesn't care. So once it breaks, you can see that it just doesn't care here at all, right? It just actually flies down. So I think it's something similar is going to happen like that again. Hey, if you guys have any questions, just keep asking. I'm staying up today because I kind of want to gamble a little bit. But it's like one of those situations where like it's kind of like okay, So think about it for a moment, guys. You're up there. Okay, like you're up there and like you want to be a little bit greedy. My position's like 2.3 million or something. It's like, do I really want to add now? It's like, no, I don't. Right? And then if you're in a short right now, just think about this, guys. Like you're in a short from up there. Your stop loss is around 84. Your take profit, like they don't, people don't talk about this stuff because they don't want you to know. That's the truth. Like they don't want you to know this kind of stuff. Like no YouTuber is gonna educate you guys. They're just there to like, yeah, man. Okay, pay attention, guys. So this is the original position. Makes sense, right? So then if you enter another position, it gets, so it breaks there, the lower high, or sorry, the higher low. So now your stop loss stays kind of the same, right? For that individual trade. But your target goes lower. So it's kind of a shitty fucking trade. If you're gonna, so why is it up there? So does anybody know? Think about this for a minute. Why the fuck is my stop up there? I haven't shown you guys one time. The first person that answers this, I give you guys $500 right now by USDT. Why is my stop at $84,000? I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to go to the kitchen. Okay? I'm going to go to the kitchen. The first person that answers this, that I read it, I give you guys $500 live. I'm going to go get some water. I'll be right back. I'm speeding. I have water. Okay, guys, I'm back. Who made 500 bucks? Let's go. Who made $500? I'm gonna send it right now live. Okay, so the answer I'm looking for is because it's at the super trend indicator. That's the answer I'm looking for. I don't know who said it yet, but it's usually because it's close to the super trend indicator. So anybody that said that it's close to the super trend indicator, I'm going to send you 500 bucks right now. Hold on. Who said it first? Can anybody name super trend? Like, can you? Oh, this person, Viking Collector. Yo, Viking Collector. Yo, bro. Yo, Viking. Who the fuck is Viking? Viking, bro. I got Viking Collector. Okay, bro. So DM me on X or Discord. I send you 500 bucks right now. Okay, guys, you guys understand this, right? So why like, so when you think about this situation of the short right now, it's a fucking shitty short, guys. Like, you can enter that. So think about it. So let me, like, stick around, guys. I'm gonna teach you guys shit that like I don't think any influencers are gonna teach you guys this kind of shit. So just check this out, guys. Like, you guys see that fucking red line? Like, in a bear market, that red line, it doesn't ever break one time. Like, you guys see, it's called the super trend indicator. It doesn't break one time. Every time you like literally get to that fucking red line, As long as you're not like a dumbass and you leverage high, you just short it. It never gets above that red line until when? Until the bull market begins, right? So you're like, no, it can't be coincidence. Like, it can't be coincidence that it happened only in 2025. And then you're like, okay, well, it happened the same thing in you know, like in 2018, never got above the red line, and then it happened again, and then, you know what I mean? It happened again, and then we're like, we're doing the same thing right now. So yeah, my stop's gonna be kind of around 84K. Like, it's probably not gonna get there, but you know, like, hold on, I gotta check my DM. Did anybody? No, he didn't reply to me yet. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna reply back to people later. I'm sorry, guys. So but yeah, like so I think that's a shitty trade for you guys to take if it breaks. You know, like, but right, like, even though the 84,000 is the resistance that you should stop yourself out, it could be a tighter one for you. So if you want to take on probably one of the best trades, if it breaks, you're probably gonna be like, all right, I'll enter in the break of the super trend right there. You know what I mean? Like below 68,000. I'll probably set a stop back into the resistance, and I'll probably target 55K. If you don't know why 55K is important, let me show you guys. Okay, so 55K is really important because it's this little cluster fuck right here, you know what I mean, where there's a lot of activity at the lowest points. So it's probably not going to go below there the first time. So in my short right now with a little bit over 2 million, if I DCA higher, if it drops, I'll probably make like a fucking $1 million, you know, like, but you know, like, it's a good trade because I'm in the position already. Does that make sense? So how do you catch this short? Oh, I promised you guys I wasn't going to advertise. You know how you could have caught this short, guys? You would have been in my Discord group. Like, that's the truth. Like, imagine paying $55 to like get this information where like a guy that's made a little bit of money is like, short position entered after, like, this is at 5:12 in the morning. After much consideration till 5 a.m., the first short entry was made at 75,900. I literally called the short at 5:12 in the morning. You know how crazy that is? Like I'm not talking myself up, but when you call a short, oh man, what, at 5:12 in the morning, right there, on the first drop, right? And then you literally, you enter a short. Here guys, I show you. You guys want to see that I'm not lying? Check this out. I'm going to show you guys my fucking order history. You see, this is my Binance. I'll show you guys my order history. Here, right there, guys. That's the motherfucker. Do you guys see the red arrow? Right here? That's me. Right there. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. And look at higher. That's me taking, right? So right there, that's me taking my profit, the first green arrow. And that's me entering my short positions and DCing around there. See, right here? The big one. This is the big red. You guys see that? This is my Binance. I shorted it as soon as it broke back below there. And then you close it, right? You close it with the cells right there. So you see that green arrow? Closing at the bottom. It's because it broke back down, right? So every time it breaks above a resistance, like, check this out, guys. Lesson number 136. This is like a lesson you guys should probably, like, if you don't know this lesson, you should probably know it. Like, I don't know why you don't know it. Who the fuck are you guys following, or what are you learning to not know this? Look at this lesson. Lesson number 136. So my Discord group's got like fucking, like, I don't know, like 500 crazy, like 500 hours of lessons. So check this one out. This is a good entry. This was written in what, like, look at the date, guys. 2023. Like 2023. This is 3 years ago. This is a good entry. When there's a huge wick, failed breakout attempt, and it comes right back down below the resistance, you short. Like, look at this. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Big fucking wick. Comes back down, you short it. 100% win rate every time. There are hacks in this game. This is posted, guys, in 2023, bro. Resistance, 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 resistance. Liquidity sweep, big wick, big short. So when you get things like this, just fucking short it, bro. So what are you waiting for, guys? What the fuck are you waiting for? Like, there's a resistance at this one right here. Like, look at this, right? There's that 73,881 from right there back in the days on November or March the 13th, sorry, over here in 2024. So when you see something like a liquidity sweep right there, you short it with massive size, right? So it makes sense. So right now, I think that you're all in a crossroad, including me, but I'm in a different position because I'm in a big short. So in my opinion, if you're not in a short already, you fucked up. You know why you fucked up? Because timing is everything. And as much as I would love to involve you and answer questions like, oh, Mr. Philakone, we missed the big short. How do we aggressively enter a short now? The answer is you fucking lose, you snooze. Hey man, you wanted to sleep on it when, you know, like people like me are watching it at 5:12 in the morning at the fucking top, and you're gonna sleep on it? No offense, but you're not gonna catch the same kind of trades that people like me make, man. Right? So the truth is, if you missed out on this short and you're not in the position, tough luck. Don't take the risk. Why can't you take the risk? Because it's silly. It's like you could take maybe this one, like that's it though. Like this one here with that super tight stop loss, and you better pray that it continues down to maybe 55, like that. So that's probably the most reasonable position to take, but it's also got to be small, right? But if you're in a position from up there, then your average price will probably end up getting to around, like, think about it. Think about it like this, okay? You're in a position up there already. And this is the part where, like, most people will never even listen to this or try to learn it or even give a fuck about it because it's not interesting. You know what's interesting? When you see fucking idiots like this online, guys. Oh, this guy made 300K. Oh, this guy made 39K. Oh, this guy made 30K. As exciting as that is to see the profits, don't relish or dream about the profits. Dream about having that discipline to get to that level, right? It's a big difference, man. The profits will come, but the profits only come if you deserve to be at that level to extract the profits from the market. Even though the technical analysis and everybody's like, oh, show me how to fucking trade. What's the best strategy? That's like the least of anybody's concern that's on a high level. Because the only thing they care about is like, how do I not lose money? You know, and how do I keep being consistent to the strategies that I put forth rather than deviating from these strategies and maybe being tempted for other strategies, right? So don't worry about the profits or anything. Focus on the good fucking trades and the profits is going to come. So right now, you guys could short if it breaks, but you could also long, right? You have to decide where your risk profile is. Do you want to long right now? If you long, I'll be honest, you can make a fuck ton of money right now. You could, but there's no guarantees because we can easily drop. Look at every time that we've had some higher low pattern, right? It's not that clear when it drops. You know, there's always some, you know, shit like that. We don't know when it's going to drop. So if you long it, you need to make a really clear stop. You know what I mean? A super clear stop. 2% stop with a double top there minimum. Like the minimum is double top to be conservative. You know what I mean? And then we also have to look at RSI, right? Like look at this RSI. It broke. Like why would anybody want to long an RSI when this structure kind of broke? The higher low broke, right? But so the only reason we would be longing is because of other things factored in. So people would be like, bro, why would you long that? It would never break up. But then you think about it from a more advanced understanding of LA Wave, and you're like, bro, do you fucking know anything about ABCDE? And then you would be like, maybe that's an ABCD, and there's going to be an E. And then they'd be like, why is it not beginning from there? And then you'd be like, well, maybe if you understood anything about truncated waves, you would classify that as a truncated wave rather than a corrective wave, right? So it's obeying it so far in every way. So guys, should we long this right now? What do you think? Should we long this shit? Guys, how should we do this giveaway? Fuck it. Let's do it right now. Let's go to Twitter. First dick pic shown gets $1,000. Post USDT. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just gonna write meow. Yeah, I'm gonna write meow. Okay, I'm gonna write meow, and I'm just gonna randomly pick your you guys write your USDT ERC20 ERC20 Ethereum network, not Tron network. So comment with your USDT ERC20 address on my Twitter, and I'll just randomly choose somebody that wins for $1,000 right now. On top of Viking that won $1,000. I'm gonna send Viking 1,000 right now. I sent I sent my lady $10,000 tonight. I literally sent her $10,000 tonight because I'm gonna help her make her first million. And then after she makes her first million, she'll she'll be obligated to be with me for the rest of her fucking life. I'm just kidding, guys. Okay, go comment, guys. Go comment. Go fucking comment, guys. I'm gonna choose a random person right now. Only 8 people. How boring. Is that you? Wedgie. Ouija, is that you? Hold on, I don't... Viking, who are you? Who are you, Viking? On X. I don't know who you are. I'm Taipan. Taipan, 1959. That's it, guys. I don't have any more money to give anybody. I'm broke. I don't know who Taipan is, 1959. You're not even showing up on there. Oh, on Discord. I see. Oh, Taipan. I don't know what you want me to do. Okay, guys. I'm going to wait for you guys to comment here. And I'm going to pick like a random person. And for now, I'm gonna reply to this person here. This is Taipan. I'm gonna send Taipan. Did I say 500 or 1,000? I can't remember. I think it was like 500. Yeah, let's do it, guys. Okay, you guys got like a minute. It better, you know what, bro? That better be USD. You better make sure, Taipan, that's USDT ERC20. I'm gonna send less than 500 to him. Bro, it better be ERC20. It's a fucking invalid address, bro. What the fuck? This person's gonna get disqualified. Guys, disqualified. Like, for real. It's not ERC20, bro. I'm fucking making it's invalid. I'm sending you a screenshot right now. Literally, you said invalid. That's not valid. I literally, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, guys, we'll give him 30 seconds before we move it to somebody else. Let's create a lot of pressure for him. I'm just kidding. Yeah, like, get back to me. I'm just joking about that. Okay, guys, I'm gonna drop the stream and I'm gonna choose somebody, and we're gonna send it right after this. I'm gonna post the winner. I'm not gonna fuck you guys around, don't worry. But let's pick somebody. Let's do it. Hold on, I gotta check. Okay, I'm gonna send everything. Don't worry, guys. I'm good for my word. Don't worry about it. Who should we choose? You need pick a number. First number. Write a number. 1 to 50. 22. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 13. Fucking probably 22 people didn't even write. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22. I don't know who 22 is, but this is the person that's 22. Crypto millionaire! Whoever this is, you won $1,000. Send me your number. Your number. Nah, fuck that. This person just won 377K. We're not giving them fuck all. Nah, I'm just kidding. That was quoting someone else. Yeah. Send me, I don't know who you are, but DM me. I'll send you $1,000 in USDT ERC20. So guys, like, I've given you the best advice I probably can. You can long it if you want to. Fuck it. You know what? You know what, guys? Hang on. We're gonna long $1 million right now. I'm gonna risk 1.5%. Should we do that, guys? Yeah. Let's do that. I just set myself a little bit more money. Oh, hold on. One second, guys. Sorry. Meow. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Fuck, man. It's so hard sometimes to, like... There we go. Woohoo! Is that magical? I just, like, somehow magically changed it from, like, $90,000 in my account to, like, 135. So maybe we should think about what Bitcoin could fucking do here. And maybe we should talk about longing it or not, right? So if you think about it here, it makes sense to long it because it'd be a really beautiful risk to reward. I mean, you're only risking like 2%. So if I got in like, you know, if I got in, let's be real, I'd probably leverage like on this account. Sure, $500,000 maximum. So let's just say I'm in like a $500,000 long. Then you got to zoom in. Right, you gotta zoom in. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, man! If I enter right now, it could go way back to that trend line. So my stop better be low of this one to prevent some sort of liquidity sweep. You better. The number one reason you guys get stopped out is because your stop loss is too close to where it shouldn't be. Does that make sense? It's just too close to where it should not be. So if you give it a little bit more margin, you know, it might work out better, right? Okay, I gotta send some money to people right now. Should I do it now, guys, or should I do it later at the end of the video? I'd rather do it transparently right now, but I also don't want to take up your guys' time, right? So, Jesus Christ, this person's like fucking sending me a bunch of different addresses. Man. Because of that, I'm going to make the person just pay for their own fee. Yay! $500. Actually, I was cheap. I sent them only $499. $499. Enjoy. Enjoy, bro. Okay, so first person has been sent. I deal with the second person after. Congratulations, Mr. Taipan, which is Viking, right? That's him. This is Viking. If you guys don't believe me, if you think I'm scamming, like, you know, people are like, oh, he probably chose his friend. You know, like, if you look in the chat yourself, you'll see the guy say somewhere here that he's Viking. You guys can look. Where did he say? There you go. Phil, I'm Taipan 1959. See, Viking wrote me. I just want you guys to know I'm not like fucking sending it to my wife or something like that. See, this is Taipan 1959. I just want to confirm that I'm not scamming. So yeah. So here, like, you know, like, you think about this, it's a pretty good risk to reward. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if I had the balls to just like go to sleep, I'd probably be good. But that's a fucking nice candle so far, guys. It's like a pin bar type of candle. We're making this type of, like, you know what I mean, like lower high. It could break, right? So if you think about logging here, yeah, maybe you can make a little bit more profit, like 1 or 2% more profit. But the truth is, guys, the best trade to take, man, is fucking like, is over here. It's not this. This is a stupid trade to take. Fucking dumb people would take this trade right now. I mean, like, why? Like, it's okay. It's okay, but you have no confirmation, bro. Like, if I saw one of my friends taking this trade, I'd be like, bro, get the fuck out. Like, look at this dumb trade. Yeah, you got a small stop, and you would justify it with a really good risk to reward with a little stop. But you know what you can't justify? Confirmation. Like, there's no confirmation in this trade. Just because the risk to reward looks great and your loss is little, doesn't mean you should go in it. That's one trade. But like, if you look at that trade, want to see a better trade, guys? This is the better trade. Check this out. Right here, bro. On the break of a trend line. Does that look better? Let's just say that this little yellow line, all right? I like white lines a lot more than yellow, but we'll just say it's yellow, guys. Ha! I'm just kidding, guys. So I gotta go sleep. So you see the blue line? It's a lower high. So this one here is gonna reflect the break. So let's just say hypothetically that this one goes there, and then it goes there, and then it goes there again, and then boom! Oh, sorry, so not that one. And this one breaks out, boom. The target is the same, but guess what? The now all of a sudden the stop loss is tiny. I'm trying to click on it. Here you go. So now it's tiny. So you got to break above the lower high, right? And your stop loss is fucking fantastic. But if you're in a long position here, it's not the best, bro. You know, like, it's so much shittier. You know what I mean? Sure, your stop would be dynamic, but now you got 3.5 RR versus like a 5.3 RR. So it's like, nah, I'll pass on that trade. I'll pray for this one if it happens. If it doesn't, at least if you keep sticking to these trades, you'll probably win more than you lose down the road based off of just probability, right? So I think that this trade right now for long is super shitty. Like, right where we are right now. Like, fuck that, man. It's not worth the risk. You know what I mean? Like, you got $5 million. You know what I mean? You got $5 million and you're gonna try to long in the middle of the pack when there's no confirmation. Like, why would you do that? Like, wouldn't it make more sense on a break if you're gonna risk something? If you enter now, it'd be kind of like, you know what? I'll just guess. Like, whatever happens, I'll be happy with it. I got a stop loss. But it's not the most optimal way to enter a trade. So no, this is off of the table right now. So the only trades, really, if you deeply analyze the trade, there's no entering a long now, right? Because the risk to reward ratios is great, but the probability to win is risky. So that's off of the table. Like, that'd be a stupid trade. How about a short entering now? It's like, where's your stop gonna be? You're gonna pray that the short drops? to where your 55K is the most logical target. So you're going to pray that it drops to 55K, right? But you got same thing as the long. You got zero confirmation for a short or a long. So why be in something if you don't have any confirmation? You're just guessing. And then where would the stop be? Guess what, guys? The short's actually a pretty reasonable trade. The stop would be trailing above the blue line. And check this out, right? Check this out. This would actually be a fucking ridiculous trade. Now, all of a sudden, the short is like 12 to 1 RR. Isn't that crazy, guys? So, if you took like fucking like 50 trades that are just 12 to 1 RR, you only need to win out of those 50 trades like maybe like 10 of them, not even 10 out of 50, and you'll be up a stupid amount, like the stupidest amount you'll ever be. Think about that, 12 to 1 RR. Yeah, actually the win rate that you need to win is about 10%, like less than 10% of a win rate. You can actually lose 9 games and only win 1, and you'll still be profitable. So this is like a fucking crazy trade to take. But the reason why we cannot take this trade is because of the probability to succeed. So despite the risk to reward being great in every single way, the probability to succeed, it actually may not be high, right, in any way. So that's why we also stay out of this short position, because it just doesn't make sense to enter it now, right? Maybe if it does break to the downside, then we would have a better risk to reward. So all that you should be thinking about, that you know, my friends that try to get into it, the close ones, my lady that I mentor, like my lady is, I'm gonna help her grow her first $1 million, right? You know, we've been together for 2 years. Since then, she's grown it a very substantial amount, right? And I tell her that like, it's all gonna be about risk. It's all gonna be about managing about how much you want to risk for how much you can make. And when we have a better understanding of this, that's where like the real money comes in, because most people are like just thinking about how much can I make? I can make this much on this trade with this position size. But man, I'm telling you, the real traders out there, you know, the dudes like Crypto Face that are my bros, they don't think about how much they can win. They think about how much they can lose. So all that it is just like a delicate balance of the risk. And right now, it makes 0 sense to enter a long or a short, right? Because you're just going to be guessing at this point and hoping for the best. If you wanted to enter a long or a short during the formation of this pattern, it would be at the extreme levels, a short at the top or a long at the bottom of the trend line or the lower high. But the best entry to me is going to be a break of the trend line with a tight stop if it goes down, or a long if it breaks up above that lower high that's forming. It's probably the best odds of successfully winning a trade, right? So now that you rule out things like, I should probably not enter a trade in the middle of a fucking consolidation at the near the end of an apex, which is like not that Einstein of a trade or decision to make, right? So you say to yourself, okay, it's probably like a bad decision right now to enter a trade in the middle of a correction at the end of an apex. So then if I do enter a trade, do I even want to, first of all, if the conditions are met? And what the fuck are the conditions to enter, right? So in a bear market, I take like 3 trades, 4 maybe. They're all multi-million-dollar trades, like 3 to 5 million. And every profit is like a few $100,000 to $1 million plus, right? So imagine, like, so don't ever think you're, people piss me off when they adopt this attitude. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something so serious. about the mentality of like a winner versus a loser in day trading. So the mentality of a loser is this. If you ever meet somebody like this, say to yourself right away, I'm distancing myself from them because I know that they don't have the qualities to become a good trader. So it's kind of like anything else. You think that a basketball scout for the NBA knows or doesn't know if this guy could be good or doesn't? You know what I mean? They're going to have some sort of fucking hint right away. How that dude dribbles, how he carries himself, you know, his posture, his strength, everything. His fucking free throws, everything. They can gauge it really easily. They're a fucking scout. It's their job to be able to determine if they're going to be potentially good or not. I'll tell you one thing, the characteristic of a really fucking shitty trader that will probably never become a good trader, ever. And hear me out, okay? So the first characteristic of somebody that will never become a good trader is somebody who justifies leverage because they have a small amount of capital. So they'll be like, it's okay for me to leverage 10x or 50x because I have a small amount. So it's okay for me to lose it. So when you really break down this type of mentality, it comes down to the fact that these people want to make like a huge win, right? They want to go for that fucking Hail Mary pass, make that big goddamn win, and then not care about the rest. It's kind of like, let's just take a shot in the dark. Let's go big or go home. That's not the consistent attitude of a winner long term, right? So you have to really think about that. So like if anybody that wants to leverage and they're like, oh, I can leverage high because I'm not trading with much. Nah. You know what the opposite of that is? Is someone like me when we started. It's like, I probably shouldn't leverage much because I know I can lose a lot. I'm not trying to make a big win right now. I'm trying to make a small win for the experience so I can grow my money over time. So the mentality of a successful trader is kind of like innate. It's kind of like born or understood from the beginning. Hey man, you might want to become like a fucking basketball player or NHL player or a rapper, whatever. But if you don't got that innate talent, I'm sorry, motherfucker. But if you don't got it, you know, go back to doing whatever you're doing. It's a sad fact of life. If you don't like it, hey, you know, wear a helmet when you're going, you know, riding a bicycle or a fucking skateboard or something. Life is not equal, right? But the truth is, like, you can't leverage high in these positions, guys. The higher you leverage, the more you'll get fucked over. I promise you that. Your goal right now is to like survive in this bear market. Like go fucking drive for Uber or something. Like do whatever you need to do. You guys want to know like what I'm doing? Like to make changes? First of all, I budget now for like literally the first time because I understand that every $10,000 I spend is probably actually $100,000 because of the bull market, right? Like for example, I'm going to the Philippines. I always fly business. If I don't fly business, I take a private jet if it's close, right? But for the first time, my lady's like, yo babe, why don't we just fly economy? I'm like, why? And she's like, well, it's like $15,000 for business round trip, but economy is like 3,000. But think about it, it's not really $3,000 flights or, you know, like $15,000 flights. You got to add a zero on top of that. Because if you spend $15,000 on a flight, if you put that into the bull market, you'll probably get $150,000 back with the right pickings and the right timing for entering some coins. So it's like, take some steps back right now. You know, like cut back. It's okay. Everybody's in a similar position. And the really intelligent people knows that, like, I might not be cutting back on one flight now, but even if I am, hey man, it's like 10 other flights in the future that I'm going to benefit from, right? So right now, guys, it's not a time for anybody to take on a tremendous amount of risk. Pay attention to this point right here. Okay, pay attention right there. There's something significant that's going to happen soon. And the best move will and could be made on the break. But even though they break, it's not as easy as saying, oh, there's a wick or there's a candle or there's a body. There's got to be a deeper understanding to that as well, right? So with a deeper understanding to that, we're also going to need to know how to trade this type of consolidation as well in terms of breaking out or breaking down. Okay, so this is called an apex. Okay, like what is an apex? Like you know what it like I don't need to Google it to show you guys. I'll tell you guys because I know. I just want to show because I thought for some reason it'd be better to define it. An apex is when two motherfucking points meet, bro. That's it. You see the low, you see the high, there's a point that meets, shit happens when they meet. That's it. Explosive shit happens when they meet. They always do. Okay? There's a lower high, and then there's a higher low. That green box is going to be explosive. Now, I'm going to say one thing that I hope stays with you guys. If this breaks to the upside and we get above the bull trap region around 77 or 73881 and we go back above this over here near the weekly kernel and the super trend indicator, I promise you that I'll be in like a $5 or $10 million short, and so will all of the people that I consult for privately, because it makes no sense to not be in one. Why should we be in one? Because every historical data has told us so far that the weekly super trend indicator never breaks until the bear market is over. So I'm really looking forward to DCing further, and my price range is most likely going to be between 40 to 50k, around that range. You know, it might not even be in a leverage. Like, think about it. Like, if I get into 40k, you know, with like $5 million, it's like, bro, I'll hold it to 120k. You know, that $5 million will turn to 15 million. Like, I'm good. And I think that's going to be like that for everyone, where like 2x, 3x, 4x. So right now, it's a time to get everyone's shit together. Like, find ways to make extra income if you need to. And once again, guys, I do apologize for the late night stream, especially at the beginning when I was being really goofy. Fuck, man, I'm not going to lie. It's Saturday night. I was streaming at like 4 in the morning. I'm going to get a little bit drunk. You know, whatever. But I'm still here for you guys. And as I promised, no advertising, nothing. Ask me questions, DM me. I promise I'll get to every single question that you guys might have. Other than that, have a great fucking night, guys. And ask me anything you have any questions about any time, and I'll be here to answer it for you. So take it easy, guys. Take care. Bye now.